Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh, yeah, we got the guns out today. How are you, Simon? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. How are you, man?
Well, not too bad. It's been, I think I was telling you before, obviously, but it's been a bit of a shit time for me for the last few weeks. So I think, generally speaking, just forging ahead, doing the best I can, putting one foot in front of the other is kind of my mantra at the moment, knowing that all terrible things pass eventually. So, it's just a matter of trying to keep a positive mindset, looking after myself and the people I love and care about, and just trying to, be a positive force in the world is kind of my, well, it's where I'm at. So anyway,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us, everybody at home. Thank you, Simon, for your time. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Well, it's been a special month for me. Oh, hey, it's time to record. So, um, this is when I put my, it's called time zones and time signatures for a reason, that we're always working with the time zones. So now I was supposed to wake up because we were supposed to record in 40 minutes. I thought, um, George has already been online for an hour.
Yeah, that's right. We had a time muddle up, everybody. We've got
Yeah,
daylight savings kicking in and
goddamn
a
daylight
different
saving.
hemisphere. So
Yeah.
we,
Yeah.
we stuffed
Either
that
way,
up.
anyway, should I start with my first one?
Look, so this let me reset everybody's expectations. Today we are talking about what's going on for this month, what we've listened to this month, and we're just sort of checking in with each other and talking about the hits and stuff that we've sort of found. So, Simon, yeah, you can get started, brother, no problem. How's about you? Let us know what you're up to and what you've been listening to.
Well, I mean, a month ago I went into a record store and I couldn't help myself from buying a couple of LPs.
Yep.
Um, I have been listening to these LPs, of course. It really feels like I found like a loophole in, I don't know, something. Because what held me back was that it costs money. But to be honest, if you like music from the last century, it doesn't have to cost any money, man. It's you could score cheap. I'll show you what I listened to. I listened to this one, the Moody Blues. Every good boy deserves a favor.
Yep.
This
Recently
is
did
like
this myself, like not that long ago.
yeah, this record.
Yeah, like I did it as a part of the progist
Yeah,
sort of thing that those guys did.
yeah, okay, yeah, because the one that was in progress, that was their first album, I think from '67, and this one is their sixth, I believe. So this is from '72, I thought. Um, it is not quite as good as the first one.
Okay.
It is, however, good. But it's the same. It sounds very '60s if I put it like that. It sounds more '60s than '70s, I think. I mean, the Moody Blues has a very typical kind of sound. Uh, Also, I've been listening to Brand X, Livestock. This is a live album, and this is Phil Collins on drums. That's why I bought it, because I know that he plays drums, and this is the fusion band. Really, it's really cool, very enjoyable. I mean, like I've been avoiding fusion a little bit because it just felt a bit, I don't know, like scary and mature, and like you have to have your full attention to listening to music, to fusion. That's not the case. Like I wrote on Instagram about this album, this sounds like music from a 70s smut flick. Like it's you know it's just this cool groove, and I just feel like growing out the porn stash when listening to this. It's very enjoyable. It's easy listening. Uh, yeah,
Hmm.
that's what this sounds like, and it's a great drumming, great bass, and like a lot of fretless. Yeah, good stuff. Very enjoyable. Um, I have been listening to this Hamburger Concerto by Focus. This is probably my favorite of this
Okay.
all here.
I've never
Um,
heard of it. Like this
have
is where
you
my
heard Focus at all?
maybe, but I don't. It doesn't ring a bell.
They have this. I mean, their big hit is Hocus Pocus. You know, he does some yodeling in it.
You're doing some screen sharing with us here.
Oh, I'm doing screen sharing. God damn it. Wait. Okay, so this is the Hamburger Concerto. It's so on side A you have 5 songs. Side B is the Hamburger Concerto, the epic. So that's a 20-minute track, and it also has like this. Yeah, it's very fun song, very fun song. It's a fun band, you know. There's super musicians, like they all went to music school, and just I mean this goes for more prog bands of the time, but just like if you look at who plays what on this, you have Thijs van der Leer. He plays organ, piano, harpsichord, electric piano, flute, alto flute, absent synthesizer, recorder, mellotron, vibes, accordion, the organ of St. Mary the Virgin Barnes, hand claps, all voices, and whistling. So that's what one guy plays, you know.
I love that they say whistling as well.
Yeah, but whistling is like a major part of his
Yeah, okay.
repertoire.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Sorry.
and he's good at it.
Yeah, as opposed to
And the
my
other guys
bullshit,
also
yeah.
have at least 5 instruments per musician here.
Wow.
I will play you a little 12 minutes in,
Yeah.
something like that. They mastered the jazz
Yeah.
because they're advanced musicians.
Yeah.
And also, I actually tried to play one of the songs on guitar. It's difficult stuff. Every chord is like a finger cracking jazz chord. It's like it's not a normal chord in sight. Okay, I'll play you a little further.
What language is this?
This is Dutch, so that was
Dutch.
pretty cool. It's not a lot of vocals. Oh well, there's a lot of vocals. There's not a lot of singing at all,
Right.
but there is some. And I'm gonna see if I can find the yodeling part because there's also a yodeling part on this track.
Yodeling. Look, it's
Or maybe there's not yodeling, but it has some peculiar stuff going on. Let's see.
that's yodeling.
That's yodeling. So it's a fun ass record, you know. It's a fun ass band, very playful, very masterful musicians. It didn't take me long. I had to go to the record store again.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a couple of new records, so I have also been listening to our friend Marcus Nilsson's favorite LP. His introduction to prog rock. I saw this. It was €5. I could not, not listen to it. I knew what it sounded like, but it's always more fun on LP, right?
Like, it looks like it's a good quality cover there too. Like, it's not too bad.
it is. So it's a nice. You fold it
shiny.
out, and on the inside you have. You know what? It is interesting because so it's pictures at an exhibition by ELP. In case I didn't say who it was, and it is like the original pictures at an exhibition is Mussorgsky's classical piano work from 1878, I believe.
Okay.
See, the 70s, it all comes down to the 70s, whether it's 1800 or 1900. But and they were inspired by drawings or paintings from a painter, logically, whose name I forgot. But these are not those paintings. These are other paintings. To be honest, I think it's weird. Why didn't they put the paintings that actually inspired the music?
Copyright. The same reason that
But it's from
YouTube's
1700. But
yeah,
if it's from
YouTube's still
1700,
gonna
then
like
it's public
slam
domain,
us
right?
with.
Like, yeah. Well, and the last LP is Manfred Mann's Earth
Oh
Band,
yeah,
Blinded by the Light. But this is a live album from obviously Budapest.
yeah.
So this is a little later. This is from 80. It's recorded in 83. It was released in 84. It's pop, or it's arena rock. It's not prog at
I don't
all,
know.
basically.
There's a bit there.
But
When did we bring them up? Like I think I brought them up in an episode a long time ago. What was the
we
topic?
had our covers episode. We mentioned them
Ah,
with the
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and to be honest, like every single song on here is kind of a cover, actually. Like all most of them are. I guess Mighty Quinn. Yeah, that's a Bob Dylan song. Spirits in the Night is also a Bob Dylan song originally. Redemption Song by Bob Marley, right?
Hmm.
Blinded by the Light is obviously um, Bruce Springsteen. Um, and I believe
Which
like
I
he also
didn't know
has.
originally. It was that episode that
No,
I
but that's the
felt.
thing. Like, with maybe exception of the Redemption Song here, like the rest of the songs, I would say that they have made big. Even though
Yeah,
they're covering big artists, they actually made them their own and made them hits.
yeah, it
So,
made them
I mean,
contemporary during those times. What year was that?
the original or this
That
album?
that one there.
This live album is from 83,
Okay.
or
Yeah,
released in 84, recorded in 83.
yeah,
And like, for example, the Blinded by the Light, it is from, I think, 75 or 76, when it was in the studio
yeah. Okay.
by them. Yeah. So yeah, so that was my physical listenings.
That's cool. That's quite the little adventure you went on there. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think anything that's like collectory as well has a in it attractiveness that I really like about it. I haven't gone down that path deliberately because of I'm just positive I'm
Yeah,
going to end up a very
same.
poor person with a whole bunch of shit that I eventually like can't get rid of but don't know where to put. So
No, but look, man. I mean, I'm not a collector in general, just because I mean I know that you're um, like what we strive for in life is to be happy, and like having a full collection of something is not going to make you happy. That's just an
no,
illusion, right?
that's right.
And the owning stuff, but it is you do create memories by having a physical copy.
The stuff that's behind me over here, these not, let me have a look. Yeah, the stuff that's behind me, they're all books that some of those I've bought in a digital copy, like I've read on a Kindle, but
Yeah,
had to
yeah,
own the physical copies because I
yeah,
wanted to be able to point them out and go, yep, I own that book
yeah,
because I love them so
yeah.
much. And so I would only do that with certain books that I absolutely love and adore. And so I would do the same with vinyl and I'd be,
Is your preference not if you have to choose between reading it physical
oh, I'll pick
copy
that every
or on a
time.
tablet?
Every
Yeah,
time. Yeah,
that's
I mean, it's not as
so.
convenient. You can just pick up something and, a device or whatever and pick it up anytime. However, there is no substitute for a physical book. And that's the other reason why. Because when I read it next, which I inevitably do because I'm a rereader as well, some of
Yeah,
these,
yeah.
um, I mean, some of these over there are pretty old now that I look at them. I think, hold on a sec, I'll show you. Sorry. I know this is not a book review channel, but this is an old book now, and this is me buying it, right? And so
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Assassin's
yeah.
Apprentice, which is a Robin Hobb classic, it's like it smells old. It's old. So anyway, I would know this is a trap for me with vinyl. I know it's a trap with me with vinyl.
And to be honest, look, this is all 70s, 80s, 70s
Yeah,
mostly.
and dude,
If
why
I was
not at that
if I was to
price?
look to buy new releases or just anything of the last decade, this would not be a good hobby for me at all. But
Yeah,
this is um, I can what do you call it? I can defend this like this
yeah.
is not something that will ruin me. If I buy around 4 LPs a month, I lose 20 quid, you know.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Okay, so how's about I move on to what I've been listening to? Look, just as a heads up, I think I said I can't remember properly, but last month I said I was going to listen to a few things, so there should be no surprises at really what I was sort of jumping into. Probably the first one to mention is that the Cardiacs album that they released it's ballser. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm through it like 5 times, and I'm enjoying it. I don't know why this band is not my jam, generally speaking.
No, well,
However,
no, I can imagine.
this is I reckon it's up there with one of the albums of the year.
Oh yeah.
I'm enjoying it that much. Yeah,
Oh really? Because
yeah,
so like on your advice, I actually listened to a lot of your advices of your recommendations
yeah,
last month. And Cardiacs has absolutely been up there. However, I enjoy the older albums way more than the new one. I just
yeah.
think
Okay.
I just think that the material is better. I don't know if this one is more punky or like more raw maybe than like this one is a bit more straight to the point. It's like shorter songs and I mean I enjoy it. It's just that I mean if I it does not come in my top 10.
Yeah, okay.
Um, but yeah, sure. Sorry, go on.
It's okay. We
I
might
don't
need
want to
to.
poop on your parade here.
No, no, no. It's totally okay. So I guess that for me, there's just something about it that I just thought was really kind of cool, and I'm enjoying it, and so I think it's worth checking out for those who like, I guess, like a slightly older sensibility. But the Cardiacs, they're an interesting band, aren't they? They do all sorts of stuff. Like they're not really genre, like it's too hard to
No,
be able to say what they are. If you You might need to edit this, Simon. Can I get you to turn your sound
no.
off? Because I'm struggling to share my sounds.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll
Let's
just see
see.
if I can once you do that.
Uh, what? Ah,
Because
sorry.
I'm just going to sharing options. If I go to share.
Oh, I already stopped sharing. It says.
Oh, cool. All right, hold on. Advanced computer audio share. Done.
All right.
We're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So I guess because it's so hard to define this band. Like I just from a sounds point of view, from a vocals point of view, from an everything point of view. My favorite song so far has been the song "Down Up," and so I just thought I'd share like 2 seconds of it just to give a bit of a sort of feeling of it. Can you hear that?
Can turn it up. They also sang "Turn It Up." Yeah.
Yeah, very perfect. So it's got this funny sort of sensibility. It's energetic. It's a bit crazy. It's a bit funky. The vocals are definitely like the centerpiece, but they're kind of like how can I put it? It's not like it's relaxing music, is it? It's
No,
nearly
I mean,
like they're out of key nearly.
no. Well, what I understand is like it's as much punk as it is prog, which is a unusual combination.
It's definitely really
Uh,
eccentric, that's for sure, and it definitely has that kind of vibe. If I just play like further on into it, we've got flipping and same stuff. Horns in the background. To me, it sounds like trumpets or something. Not there, but yeah. I think it's da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, like it's that kind of, I don't know.
could
It's
have
got this
even
like
have been
medieval vibe to me.
could have even have been like kazoos or something.
You're right, it could have been something like that. I should actually look up, see what instruments were used on the album. But yeah, so I've been giving that a good like few more plays, and I'm really rating this. So I'm excited to see. where that'll sort of end up placing for my best of 2025, whether or not it's just a flash in the pan. But it's good. It's good. I think this is what I was going to say before too, is that this month for me, I've really had low listening for new material. For me, it's only the things that I love, because it's been a very stressful month. I've recently had a family member die, for what it's worth, so it's been sort of a bit of a soul destroying month, really. But in saying that, the music that I've wanted to listen to has just been my sort of old favorites, and also things that aren't too heavy. So in the past, I probably would have been pretty happy to wallow in melancholy, pull out Catatonia, pull out Wasteland from Riverside or something along those lines. But I just didn't have it in me. I think I was just so drained emotionally that I decided to play some lighter stuff. And it wasn't until 3 weeks into the month, maybe after the event, that I'm now starting to be able to listen to the music that I promised myself I'd try and check out this month, And the Cardiacs has been manageable because it's bright.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's just got this like bright like stuff that's going on. So for me that kind of worked. Are you okay if I jump into my second thing? Yeah. So I've also been doing a band which is called Royal Sorrow. And Royal Sorrow released a debut album this year, but the guys have been around for a while. They've played in a variety of different bands, apparently, and so they're not new players. But this is prog metal. They're a bit heavy. They've got this really poppy vibe. I don't know why, but they just hit me in the. It's got this like K-pop kind of. Look, it's so not, and this is so bad. I'm sure the band, if they ever hear this, would like go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like it's crazy.
Look,
But
I love baby metal, so at least
But these guys are seriously good. Like I'm definitely enjoying them. They're in the. If I was to pick bands that sound like them, I'd pick Vola. I'd pick maybe like it's a sort of a newer contemporary genty. I definitely say Leprous as well, although the vocalist is quite different. But they just have like this poppy chorus sensibilities and stuff as well. So I've been really enjoying their 2025 release, and I thought I'd try it and I'd push through it, but this is the one piece of new music I was able to play throughout the duration of the tumultuous times. So it's kind of cool that way, in that I think the poppiness has allowed me to it's sort of opened the door to be able to do it. But it's still not, I don't know. Like how's about I show you guys what I'm talking about? Have you listened to it at all?
I do not know anything about this.
Okay.
I'm very curious.
So I might start with just the opening track. You get dark, moody soundscape.
Euphoria by Loreen.
Maybe.
Starts up like this.
I'll fast forward slightly.
It's not Euphoria.
See the layered synth. Look, this is my poppy. This is my sounds like K-pop. It's so unfair, but I like it. Sorry.
I had to think of what is it? Is it the Halo soundtrack or something like that? Yeah.
For sure, yeah, I love it as well. But that's a thing. Like the opening track is definitely like a let's go. Like it's got these kind of vibes in it. But maybe if I just fast forward to like the second track, you get a better sense of them. See how it's got this like quirky beginning. You got the like double kicker. You get the bass in. Guitar riff.
It's like a Pliny tone.
Yeah.
2010 Guitar Hero.
It definitely gives me that slight like new metal-y kind of vibe as well, a little bit maybe.
I
maybe.
was thinking about like the kind of gent guitar stuff that you had 10 years ago, 15
I
years ago.
I know exactly what you mean, but it
Yeah.
also has this slight like because of the I don't know if pop's the right word, but it's incredibly like it's got the repetition, it's got the simpleness to it, but it's got the complexity and the multiple layers. It's got I don't know, it's very easy to
To be
pick
honest,
up.
that's what you also have with baby metal. You should totally check out the stuff they released 10 years ago. Yeah.
I definitely listened to a little bit of baby metal, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't resonate with me too much.
Uh,
However,
uh,
I do know two or three songs by them, like Karate, for example.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
figure.
That album is the best, I would say.
Yeah,
But
okay.
but very easily when you put that on, you get a bit um, fatigued, because it's so intense the whole time.
And that's why these guys I like because you have this, but they because they're prog, because they're definitely prog. They ease in and out. They have their
Yeah.
down periods. They have like some space at times. They have some really like quiet patches as well. It's quite cool.
Yeah, cool.
I'll just handpick a few other sounds. Just
Every road that they pave is set to leave you astray while you're wasting away under the neon sky. But every step that you
I guess it's a produced voice.
take is a chance for you to break your shackles. Go! Give a counter blow. You can defy what you used to know.
That's the K-pop lines. I don't know why.
You can never run from your own shadow.
Look, I had
Help me
to.
out here.
I'm not. I don't know too much about K-pop. Like I can only think about because of my 7-year-old. I know a little, but none of. Of course, what every kid listen to right now is the Demon Hunters.
Yeah, the Demon Hunters or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
So
Yeah.
I would say that is not much like this. She also listened to this female group called New Jeans.
Got nothing.
That is more of a drum and bass thing.
The
So
funny thing is I don't even listen to K-pop, so I don't know what it is that it's
uh,
getting me with. But I've listened a little, like I've spot picked it around just to get a vibe for like what it's about. But there's something quite polished about it, something like poppy. I think it's the note progressions somehow are very positive. Like it has
yeah,
this, I don't know, it's got heavy sounds, but it's got this like positive, like really familiar, like note progressions. I don't know, man. Like it's
yeah.
interesting. Um,
Well,
a
maybe it
li-
is a little bit like the trend right now is maybe a little bit of a pop gent thing going, you know?
yeah, and your likes of like we spoke about a little bit about Sleep Token and stuff the other day as well,
Yeah,
right? Like
that's what
it's
I'm. Yeah, like
um sorry.
yeah. Now I'm thinking there's a little bit of that going on in the not the it's definitely not taking over the charts, but there's clearly like a trend of it, and has some good, some bad, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
look, if I put a defining thing around this, I think I've got plenty more listens in it. It is getting better with each repetition because the poppiness made me go, oh, is this going to be a very like quick, like I'm not sure if I want to hear it over and over, but there's enough complexity in it for me to want the reps now, as well
yeah,
as the sort of those sounds. But the other thing about it is, so what are they? They're heavy, they're genty at times, they've got some really interesting beats. I quite like it's a very polished production. It's a little bit artificial. It's definitely got that sort of new age sort of sound, and maybe like vocal texturing going on in the background as well. But it's
yeah. I
good.
don't know
I
what that effect is. If it's just compressed or
maybe
because indeed you only hear it on newer stuff, that specific type of voice.
one thing worth mentioning. I saw a clip on YouTube maybe yesterday, which was Rick Beato. Do you know the guy? He has
Mm.
like a music channel as well on YouTube. He's done a few really cool ones. I love like the Carnival one, for example. Check that out if you haven't. It's like
You know
he
what it
did.
is with him? I agree with a lot of stuff that he says, and I think he has super interesting people that he interviews, and the interviews are also good. I just can't stand the guy, but I also watch his channel. But there's something about him that just, well, maybe I have to cut this out. But it's something that I think is, I don't know, maybe obnoxious or something. I don't know, but his content is good.
But
Yeah,
so what I was going to say is, so I totally appreciate where you're coming from. Number one, I'm not going to dismiss that. I get it. I think he's got a great ear and he's got a good way of breaking things down. And he's obviously a
yeah,
great musician, right? So, but he did Sleep Token's Emergence, which is the one Sleep Token song I said I enjoyed last time I said I was exploring them. And
okay,
so,
yeah,
so he does that one completely. And the reason I bring it up is because he brings up the exact, um, like filters that they put over the vocals. And he
oh, okay,
talks a bit
yeah,
about in the production of the vocals in it a bit as well. And so it's just for the slow motion part of that track and song, like I don't know, it's something about hugging the person or damn it, I can't think of the tune. Anyway, I'll think of it later. But anyway, the key thing is it's like the slowed down vocal. It's like how it sounds slow, but they keep the timing and pacing. And he just sort of shows the program they use it and how they do it. So that was really cool, and that was a bit of an eye opener about, I guess the production quality of stuff that goes on, this day and age. It's just different. There's lots of filters and apps and stuff that they put over the top of it, which is interesting. But this look, if you like that soundscape, you liked what you sort of heard, I highly recommend checking this out. I think this is a good album. It's really strong. There's no negatives, as in, I mean, there's no negative moments where I'm like, oh, I would have cut that, or I didn't like that track, or whatever. It's a really consistent and solid album. So maybe check that out, guys.
and the name of the album was,
The name of the album is, I think it's Inner Deeps, which is all one word, INNERDEEPS, all one word. Royal Sorrow is the band. It was released in 2025, and it's about a 45-minute album, so it's kind of in my sweet spot as well, for a drive to work or whatever. But
yeah,
yeah, check it out. I think the best song on it is, I don't know, maybe like Evergreen or Release Your Shadows, kind of cool, although it's a little repetitive. I liked it. It was good. Did you want to talk about something else you listened to? Let's flick over to
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I was at in the shed looking at because I knew that at least I thought I had like a basically unplayed EP. I made an EP that I bought at release years and years ago, and I thought that one I probably have saved, but I could not find that. I did find a couple of CDs,
Oh, yeah.
very obscure CDs. Uh, we have this one.
Just metal.
Uh, yeah, RWS 48 times speed metal. This this is the first demo that I recorded with the band when I was 16 maybe.
Oh, man, you
The
have to upload that and share that to me.
RWS our band name was Running with Scissors. This one I could not manage to get to play. I think that there's like the audio files on it. However, this one with my second band, Aleister, Unleashed Anger, it is also noted on like Encyclopedia Metallium or something like that. I saw
Okay.
this one I did manage to get to play. I cringe at times when I listen to this because I was just a teenager, and like I had not gotten down the soloing on guitar. It's very sloppy. I, venture out of scales and, hit some wrong notes. My singing is, my problem is, as you can hear, I'm on a good day, I'm a baritone, but usually I'm a bass. And my hero is Bruce Dickinson, who's absolutely a tenor, right? So,
Right.
I should have just choose to sing an octave lower, and it would have sounded way more secure. Um, However, there are some good stuff with my songwriting because I was the one writing the songs, and my right hand here, the drummer Jake the Snake of Jakob Berg, he does a terrific job. It's really good drumming on this one, so it was fun to listen to. Also, what I found was this. I don't know if you know this band, Persuader. So this is a power metal band that was like really one of the bands that we looked up to when we recorded these things. And so absolutely, I would say they were an inspiration. They are also from Sweden, but way more north in Sweden, from Umeå, same as Meshuggah. And also the same as Nocturnal Rites, who are like a friend band of this. There was a bit more known power metal band. This is also power metal. Although the singer sounds a lot like the singer of Blind Guardian, Hansi Kirsch.
Oh.
And that is kind of what made them, the record label take a leap on them, I understand. And I also, the singer Jens, I can't remember his last name, he also made like a side project thing with a guitarist from Blind Guardian. So that was called Soul Circus? No. It was called, I can't even remember. But either way, so the thing was, we also got in contact with this band, and I chatted a lot with the bass player of this band, and eventually he sent me this copy, which is like a demo of theirs, or it's like a best of. They have like a couple of demo tracks before they got signed. They also have like, he also puts like a 20 or 30-second snippet of almost song that was not released yet. And also he had like a drunk version of a song where they just, ridiculous
Smashing
lyrics
something
and
out in
all,
garage.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just fun,
Yeah.
And what is funny is later when I was, when I stopped with these bands and I got in a bigger thrash metal band, we actually shared the stage with them on a festival, and it was like, hey, you remember me? And yeah, it was really funny. So it was a flash, what do you call it? A blast from the past. Finding these CDs,
That's cool.
and I, of course, I do not have these on Spotify or anything. However, I thought I would play you Persuader to see how they sound like, because
Yeah,
it's
please
really
do.
like I say it's power metal, but it's so heavy that you would say, is this not something else? It just rocks so fucking hard. It's just, they have 7-string guitars, it's very, and
It's big
with those
sounding.
lyrics that are very distorted. The opener of the third album from 2006, When Eden Burns, the opener is called Twisted Eyes. It's fucking heavy. Let's go.
You ask me if I have a God complex? Let me tell you something. I am God.
Rise and shine, let your voice be heard. No one shall take the thing left me. Wait up to me. Blood on my altar.
So it's, full up in your face. It's hard.
Yeah, the pacing's fast too, isn't it? I didn't expect that. I expected heavy without it being like ba 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 ba. So
Yeah, and I mean,
cool.
this is I would say is like as heavy as they go. Actually, let me play you an older track by them.
yeah.
From their debut. You have to pronounce debut.
Yeah, debut.
Yeah, the T is silent because written English does not make any sense. Let's hear. This is The Hunter from their first album, and this is also like the first song I heard by them. This is from 2000.
Why have you awakened us from our ancient slumber.
It's like a horror movie.
I guess it's a sample from a movie.
One by one, we will take you.
I mean, this is more Blind Guardian,
Okay.
but good, super good musicians. They can play fusion as well if they want to, you know. So yeah, that's Persuader. If you like power metal, definitely listen to Persuader. They never made it big, but they are like one of my you know, all-time bands. I really think they are underrated. I
Yeah,
see
cool.
they have 8,800 monthly listeners on Spotify. I guess that's all right, but you know, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I think.
And they have 4 albums. I think the third one is the best.
And when was the last one released?
I think it was in like, well, let's see here. It was in 2014. So there was like a big gap between of 8 years between the third and the fourth one. Oh, they have actually released one 5 years ago. That one I haven't heard.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, interesting. Gonna have to check that one out.
What else you been doing? Do you want to do another one? I'm happy to run with one if you want, but
Okay. Okay. So lastly, I of course also have used my Spotify. I have not only listened to physical stuff. So, but that's been more, not as much albums maybe. You know what? I thought what I actually did was I just put my top tracks of the last 4 weeks. With that stats thing, you can turn that into a playlist.
yeah.
So we're gonna play a game.
Okay.
I will play you the first 20 seconds, or you know, something like that, of my first 5 tracks. See if you know what band it is. Yeah.
All right. Let's see how we go. We should do this.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward.
And when the shades of the night comes, it chases my strength away.
It sounds like that Evergrey guy.
Yeah, it is that song even. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So,
I was going to say, like, I don't recognize the track as well, but it sounds just like the guy that you showed me last week, whatever it was. So,
yeah, exactly. So Trilogy of the Dreamland made it up.
I'll take
made
it.
up. Yeah. 1 point. 1 out of 5. So of
Half a
course I don't
point.
need to talk. Yeah, sure. I don't need to talk anymore about that track. If you want to listen to me talk about that track, check out our episode about vocalists. Yeah. Okay, number 2. I'll fast forward a bit.
Wait for the ricochet.
This is a classic.
Look, it sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you what that is.
That's Deep Purple's best song, "Child in Time." This is like super proggy song by them, so it's not super representable, but obviously that's why it's also my favorite, and or at least one reason probably why I like it so much. And this is the live version from Japan in, what is it, 68 or 72? 72 it is. And actually I listened to this version because I heard Bruce Dickinson talk about this being like the album that made him want to be a rock singer, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah. So Yeah, so that was number two, and this one you have maybe.
There is no way that you can love her like I do. Oh no, there is no way I see through you.
You know this?
I have a guess in here, but I'm
Guess. Yeah, I think you're gonna guess right.
is it like Pain of Salvation or somebody? I don't know.
Yeah. So that's from the Road Salt album that
It's
you
my
also
favorite.
shared a song of.
Yeah, that's right. It's from it's the one with Sisters on it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the one band that I do plan to go back to. Somebody reached out to me actually over Instagram recently when I shared Sisters, and they were just like, "I love this album. Like, it's my favorite thing." And so I plan to do Pain of Salvation's complete discography as like a real deep dive into their stuff because they're cool.
When you're done with it, let's do a ranking.
Yeah, I'd actually quite like to, and so I asked this person, like, what is it that you love about this band? And so they were talking to me a little bit about it, and I'm just like, yeah, when I get to that stage, when I'm ready to go, I will be hitting them up for a few thoughts on the matter as well.
Yeah, to be
So that's
honest,
cool.
when I listen to them and I watch some live footage and stuff, I really thought, oh man, I should have put him, Daniel Gildenlöv. I should have put him in the one as one of the five vocalists. I think Ozzy's out and Gildenlöv is in.
Look, there's just so much soul that he has, right? And that
His
like
range is enormous.
and that husky like quality about him as well. When he decides, you go, wow, he's got that lovely vibrato at times. Like I'll pay it.
And this album, Road Salt, it was kind of like I had already forgotten about them a little bit. I was around 2004. They released B. I remember I bought that on release, but this is from 2011 or 10, and I had actually kind of forgotten, stopped listening to them, and then I heard that they were going to perform at the Eurovision, like the Swedish.
Oh, really?
Eurovision thing to try to contend to be picked up for but then they performed the title track, which is like basically it's just it's such a mellow thing with no instrumentation, just like a what is it, like one little keyboard line or like a speldosa, one of those. So it's like that was such an not logical choice that of course that flopped, like they were almost last or something, and to be honest, if they put a song like this, that might have worked, because they absolutely had the potential to go wild, to go viral, and but especially if you see, I mean, look at some footage from what is it called, ending themes, like that DVD. They could have made it, they could have been superstars, but they made some weird choices.
I can't remember what year it was, but did you know that Australia sent Voyager to Eurovision? And that makes no sense. Like, nobody knew who the fuck Voyager was. Like, nobody in Australia. However, it is the coolest choice. Like, the year that because they made the song for Eurovision as well, and had that like really cool, very European sounding like thing about it, but it was definitely like proggy. And so I thought to myself, I loved that track. I really did, and I just have so much love for Voyager because they went to Eurovision, and somehow Australia sent them, because no one in Australia fucking knows Voyager unless you're like, I don't know, related to me and you through the progressive thing. So yeah, it's cool.
Okay, I have two more.
Yeah, please. Yep.
All right.
I've got two more as well. Okay. I know this.
Yeah.
I know this very well.
Yeah, it's Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake.
There you go. Thank you.
I
wouldn't have. I doubt I would have guessed that, but I know that very well. Why do I know that very well? Anyway.
Yeah, because it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I've been listening to that. And let's see here. And my last one, this one you will not recognize. I cannot imagine at least, but it's awesome as well.
Cavalli, corpi e lancerotte si tingono di rosso. Lamenti di persone che
Okay, so we are talking old school prog from Italy here. I've been taking a bit of a dive into the Italian rock progressivo italiano.
What's it?
This was Banco Mutuo Soccorso, or
Okay.
just Banco for short, which is my favorite Italian prog band, I would say. They're fucking awesome, and the Italian prog scene in the 70s, I would say, it's just as good as the British one.
Yeah, cool.
Amazing stuff in there.
It looked like
Really
look. It
amazing
sounded like
stuff.
it had great energy. If
Yeah,
nothing
and
else, a really like quite a cool groove about it. It's very danceable.
and if you like vocalist, like it's very, based on, a theatrical, like it's very, yeah, like you talked about the three um tenors.
Oh yeah, Pavarotti, Domingo, and Carreras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not tenors. What is it? Tenors? Yeah, exactly, tenors, right?
Yeah, I think there was 4, wasn't there? Who am I missing?
No.
Domingo, Carrera, Pavarotti.
No, there's three. There's three. Those are the three ones. Yeah.
But there's someone else.
But not in the.
And I think it might be the 3 tenors, but there's another guy.
Okay, yeah.
There should be 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll think of this later
But
in the comments below.
but indeed, like in that tradition, like if you combine that with prog, that's a little bit where you end up with a lot
Yeah,
of these
okay.
bands. It's just very,
Like classical chops.
yeah, like it's very operatic, so to speak, or like like they have this tradition of opera in Italy, of course, and then it's like that fuses a bit with yeah,
Prog.
with rock. Yeah. So it's very different from, like, I'm not saying that they're all singing like opera singers, but they are very dramatic in that way as opera singers are, and there's very good vocalists in this scene. And indeed, I think Banco Mutuo Soccorso, I think that's the best band. But I mean, PFM and Alpha Taurus, there's several good bands there. Yeah, I would say
awesome.
check out
That's
that
cool.
scene if you're down for it.
Oh, I love these chats, dude. I really do. We're so different. I love it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I've got I was going to bring up a band called Green Carnation. They
yeah.
formed in 1990 as a death metal act, and so I haven't heard a lot of them. But they released an album this year. So 2025. It's 42 minutes. It's called A Dark Poem Part 1. So I presume Part 2 will be on its way. The Shores of Melancholia, and the title track, The Shores of Melancholia, is good. But look, I don't know. There's something about this band which I really like, and maybe you can help me with it because I can't work out who the vocalist reminds me of. It's kind of like,
I don't know.
I've got this, like, maybe it's Aussie, maybe, or there's just a quality about this dude who I just go, what is it that this is done? Look,
But he has a deep voice.
oh, so you're familiar with Green Carnation?
I talked about them earlier on the show. I've like told you have to check this band out because
Oh,
it's your jam.
really?
So
Oh God, maybe that's how I found them. I got no idea, but they're from Norway, right?
You just forgot about that. Yeah, they're Norwegian.
Yeah,
I talked about a band that released an album that was just a 1-hour song.
Yeah, okay,
From 2000. That's this band.
right. Well, there's
and
no
that I would say
hour-long songs on this track. I mean, on this album, no way.
No.
I think the longest
also-
track's about 7 or 8 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look, I'll put it on and I'll see what you can like. I'll see what we can do. I just put the
Yeah, I've
first.
heard the singles, but I have not heard the album.
Yeah, okay. So I'll put a Silence Took You on, and we'll just have a quick look at that. I think I have to share my sound
Yeah, oh yeah,
first, though.
I'll stop
Hold on.
sharing.
That's all right.
Oh no, I have stopped sharing.
Computer. All right, let's check this out. Let me know if it works. Can you hear it? This is the central motive of the song. We fast forward a bit. Busy vocals.
A knife through the heart. I am so disappointed in you.
Who is it?
I come with burden, I come with great concern, a constant worry, a locust in the serpent's eye.
I'm not sure like what it is. Like, but there's just a quality about this guy's voice that I just cannot.
Maybe he sounds like someone that I have not heard, because like to me he just sounds like him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, the funny thing is the album does get a bit heavy at times as well. Of course, they like lean on their death metal stuff a little bit later. I think it was like the third track just really made me go like, whoa, okay. I didn't expect it because I didn't know that they were necessarily a death metal act. If I fast forward,
I regret.
that's not it. Yeah. Fourth track. So, I mean, you do have to be open to probably what sounds to me a little bit more like a, I don't know, it's got like a, this, definitely like a 90s
I think it's
vibe.
amazing that they sprinkle that in among the other stuff that is so far from that, you know?
And it kind of really works. So this album I haven't got enough plays of. I think I've done it through like maybe like 5 or 6 times as well. But it's really starting to get a bit of a like I'm
Actually,
getting,
you know what? This is like one of those albums that I've been thinking, maybe I want to save up and buy a physical copy of it because I really like this band. And
right.
so, you know, but once again, those physical copies are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So maybe, but
maybe
I'm
we should
psyched
do
for
a-
this. I'm definitely psyched for this album. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, look, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and maybe it's one that we could do a deep dive on at another time. Then,
Sure.
what do you reckon? Like, I
Sure,
think I'm
some
enjoying it
Banco.
enough to. I wouldn't mind like jumping into it a bit. So let's put that on the back burner. Maybe in a month or two, we might come back to it once you've gone through it and we'll check it out. But I quite enjoyed that one. I thought it was quite cool. And I do. There's somebody that's just sitting there, and I don't know. In the comments below, like put who this reminds you of. Please, definitely do that because it's doing my brain in at the moment. I brought up. I'll make this quick, Simon. I'm sensitive of the fact that I'm just doing 3 in a row. But the other band that I've been redoing, and again, because it's been a tough month, I've really found myself wanting to listen to like easier music, maybe a little bit too.
Yeah. The Shores of Melancholia is maybe not the logical choice.
Tell me about it. So that one there has been my lesser played one in terms of like for the month for that stuff. But I found myself going back to that John Butler album, and to tell you the truth, I've listened to it quite a lot, and I think this will end up one of those albums that just sits with me for a very long time as a memory, while I'm sort of in mourning, if you will. And it's just so, I don't know. It's kind of like a jam session. It's acoustic. It's kind of funky. For those that don't know John Butler, he's a very good guitarist, and I just highly recommend checking out some of his stuff. But just to give people at home a little bit of a vibe of what he kind of sounds like is my favorite song's probably, I don't know, on this album, maybe The Way Back. So I'll quickly chuck that on. Fast forward to here. You can hear this?
We are looking for salvation, some of us don't even know. We are swimming in an ocean, now just looking for the show. If you slave away for dollars and your dollars they don't go, maybe you're the wrong equation or the algorithm broke. In the screen dealing out with the great
Kind of good groove about
try
it.
a little louder, you could do a little more. You could have a piece of the pie, get what you are destined for. You can be the 1% down with that 99 below. And whoa, hard times if it's truth that you seek. Whoa, 9 to 5,
You get the
You know,
kind
it's-
of vibe of it.
Okay, I'm not gonna hijack your
Please.
topic.
Please do.
Look, I when I 1.5 years ago also went through some tough times with a family member that passed. I also, like the music I listened to then became really special, because of the memories that you connect to it.
Yeah.
I have to say though, rather than going for the maybe lighter stuff, I exactly
dark.
went into the more darker territory, and one of those songs that that I connect to that was exactly the Green Carnation with that one is called the Light of Day, Day of Darkness, and actually the story behind that song is also about grief, because it was I think the guitar player of the band, he lost a daughter. I don't know if it was like, at what stage, if it was stillborn or whatever it was, but something, very, and he could not write music for a couple of years, and like that was what came out, like the first piece of music that he wrote after that. So it's like, obviously that is also a very, tragic and sad and melancholic piece of music, and maybe also why it resonated so well with me at that time, but yeah, and it's difficult with, what role plays music in hard times. Like, how do you use it?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and I think this is why I'd love to talk about this. We'll do a whole episode on this for sure. We'll try to get some guests in who have been through similar things, and I think that would be really a cool topic to talk about. But for me, it's there's some music I want to live through, the pain, the destruction, the anger, those sorts of things, and then other times I like this. I like to go the opposite way. And the thing about this album that I like is it's got these edges of upbeat sounding stuff with like some tragedy behind it and some depth behind it. And that's what I kind of, there's this, I don't know, I need to think about it, but there's a few of my favorite songs would definitely be upbeat sounding, but the lyrics are just fucking soul destroying. And so so there's this irony in like everything's fine, but in actual fact it's not. And it's a good point. The actual song that I've played the most is actually a song called Doing Just Fine on this album.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so if I click on that,
I'm doing just fine, yeah.
so it's got this like, I guess like upbeat sounding stuff, but if I fast forward to the chorus, so you've got a lot of repetition of that sort of key theme, and it's sort of got this bright sound, but really the reality is obviously a kickback and kind of going like, stop asking me how I'm going. I'll work this shit out myself. I don't need your help right now. Just leave me the fuck alone. And so there's something about that sentiment at the moment, which definitely is kind of there. And I kind of there's something that sort of vibed with me a little bit on that, and so it's interesting, isn't it? In that I'm definitely not feeling fine, but I'm confident that I'm fine. Like, and I will be okay in the sort of long run, and so I think there's this. I don't know. It just sort of hits the nail on the head there. But like you said, like music's a beautiful thing, and it can be so cathartic, and it can really help you work through it. And I think writing music and having people, you know, sort of delve into their inner feelings and stuff is can be beautifully conveyed to other people, and to share in that is a pretty special thing. So anyway, that's enough of me raving and ranting about those things. Have you got one more for us? We should probably wrap it up pretty soon. That's it, you're done?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we can look, let's delve into music, mental health, and go down that route sometime in the not too distant future too. I might hit up a few people online and see if they'll come to the party, because I know we've got quite a few sort of what do we call them, acquaintances and friends who are online, who I know music plays a big role in their sort of mental health and sort of how they look after themselves. So so maybe we can bring it up and have a chat about that too one day. Sound good?
Sound good. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you everyone at home for joining Simon and I, who jumped around a little bit today. Meandered, I think, is the right word, through our tracks, our thoughts, and our musical journey for, what was that, October?
Yep. Yeah.
2025. It's pretty much over.
Yeah.
So thank you. If you've stuck around this long, please like and subscribe. Definitely do. And for those of you who have reached out to me throughout the last few weeks with condolences and stuff, I'd just like to say thanks so much for your support. It means the world to me too. So thank you. Otherwise, peace out. I'll see you guys soon. Simon, I'll see you next week. Yeah.
See you next week.
And we'll catch up then. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.